necessary to unite the country. The people voted for a government, and this government is going to have to perform to the will of the people, and that stands in stark contrast to the tyrant that preceded them, and to other tyrannical, and to the vision of those who would like to change the governments all throughout the Middle East.
Is the government performing up to your standards right now?
The government is, look, this guy's been in office for about 4 months, Maliki. In my judgment, Maliki has got what it takes to lead a unity government. But what you're seeing is a new form of government actually beginning to evolve after years of tyranny. I'm patient. I'm not patient forever, and I'm not patient with dawdling, but I recognize the degree of difficulty of the task, and therefore we'll say to the American people, we won't cut and run. On the other hand, we'll constantly adjust our strategy to
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you about, because James Baker says that he's looking for something between cut and run and stay the course.
Well, listen, we've never been stay the course, George. We will complete the mission. We will do our job and help achieve the goal, but we're constantly adjusting the tactics.
And that's
constantly.
Exactly, here's what I don't get.
Okay.
James Baker's a smart guy. He's got a solid group of people on that study group. But what can he come up with that you and your military commanders haven't already thought of?
Well, why don't we wait and see? We're not in collaboration with the Baker-Hamilton committee. I think this is a good idea to get people outside to come and take a look. That's an interesting question, and I'm looking forward to seeing the answer.
Well, a lot of people think we shouldn't wait, and that if a change of strategy is needed, it shouldn't come after the elections, it should come now.
Well, they're constantly changing tactics, constantly changing tactics.
Is the strategy working now?
If it's not working, our commanders change it. And there's progress being made on the political front. There is some progress being made on the security front in terms of getting more Iraqi units. Eventually, it's going to be up to Iraq to defend herself. Eventually, it's going to be the decision of the Iraqi people as to whether or not they want a form of government based upon liberty. That's going to be their choice. Our job is to help them achieve that objective. And so there is some progress. Look, no question it's violent. But remember why it's violent, because much of the violence is caused by people that want us to leave. And the fundamental question the American people have to make is, should we stay?
Can you imagine any circumstances where U.S. troops are going to leave Iraq before you leave the presidency?
No, I cannot. I mean, any U.S. troops?
Right.
Well, U.S. troops have been leaving Iraq since I've been the president.
But complete withdrawal, no way.
You mean every single troop out? No.
Are these midterm elections a referendum on Iraq?
You know, I think they're a referendum from my perspective, which is kind of like your perspective, which is the Washington perspective, based upon who best to secure this country from further attack and who best to help this economy continue to grow. The truth of the matter is, as you well know, most elections are very local elections. Sometimes those issues are salient, but sometimes there's other issues at the local level as well. I'm not on the ballot. This is the set of elections is much different from a presidential election year. I'm going to continue saying vote Republican because we have got the best plan to protect you. And we'll keep your taxes low to keep this economy growing.
You're not on the ballot, but we went back and counted. There are 72 Democratic candidates for the House who are putting you in their campaign ads.
Are they saying good things?
I don't think so.
Look, you know, maybe that strategy will work, maybe it won't work. I've always found that when a person goes in to vote, they're going to want to know what that person's going to do. You know, what is the plan for a candidate on Iraq? What do they believe? Frankly, I hear disparate voices all over the place on the Democrat side about Iraq. We got some saying get out. The person I ran against in 2004, Senator Kerry, said date certain, time of withdrawal.
You've used some pretty tough rhetoric there. You said this election is a choice between Republicans and Democrats who want to wave the white flag of surrender in the war on terror. Can you name a Democrat who wants to wave the white flag of surrender?
I can name a Democrat who said there ought to be a date certain from which to draw from Iraq, whether or not we've achieved a victory or not.
That's surrender?
And yeah, it is. If you pull the troops out before the job is done, absolutely, George.
So you don't think that's questioning their patriotism when you say that?
No, I know it's not questioning their patriotism. I think it's questioning their judgment.
In the last year, scandal and corruption have also become an issue in this campaign. 4 Republican House members have resigned under an ethical cloud. Does that disappoint you?
Of course. Absolutely. Any Republican or Democrat who has betrayed the trust disappoints me, just like it disappoints the voters. In this election, however, those people aren't going to be on the ballot.
But do you think it's going to tamp down Republican turnout?
That's to be seen. You know, I don't know. I'm not a pundit.
Are you worried about it?
I don't worry about it. I'm going to do my best to help energize our base by talking about the two issues that I think are the vital issues of the campaign. The fundamental issue facing this country is, can we protect the American people? Domestically, I believe the issue is who best to keep this economy growing.
Given the fact that you think the economy is doing so well and the economy has been growing, how do you explain why in almost every poll 2/3 of Americans think we're going in the wrong direction?
George, all I can imagine, what happens if the unemployment rate were 10%? I mean, I can't answer that. Look, I'm not a poll guy. That's you. I don't analyze polls. All I can tell you is that people are working. The unemployment rate is 4.6%. Added 6.6 million new jobs since August 2003. This economy is strong, and thankfully it's strong, because you know, people talk about all kinds of things as being issues. I've always found the economy to be an issue, and if it's good, you do okay, and if it's not good, you don't do okay.
And you're still pretty sure you're going to do okay on Election Day?
I think we will. Yeah, I really do. I really do. I know. Look,